Today we dispel the misnomer that it takes an army to build a great winery, as we introduce you again to Chris Doran, an army of one. Well, thanks for having us back.
My pleasure.
And I know you're fresh on the heels of a huge film victory, so I hope our video will measure up to that from a cinematography standpoint and award
pretty
standpoint.
confident that that'll work out fine, thanks.
Excellent. You have how many vintages in your belt now?
At this point, 5.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm understanding that 2013 has been pretty special.
This has been a really great year. This has actually been probably perfection. I can say that now because harvest is over and I'm not jinxing it.
Right.
But we had the perfect combination of early start and early fruit set. There was plenty of volume to it, and then at the end it was beautiful because the hang time was great so the acids could balance in, and we just got a really wonderful vintage this year.
So I think that's one of the hard things for the general consumer to recognize is you being one person. So it's not as if you have a huge department of people handling of it, it's all you. And there's so much out of your control in the wine industry. So someone would want to ask, why on earth would you want to do this?
That's a great question. I think it's because at a certain point as I was interested in it, I had a chance to work in Sonoma, and I understood that I loved this, and it became a point where I really couldn't not do it. That's when you found out that you found something you love in life that you want to do, and this is it for me.
So getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and working 16-hour days or more during harvest, it's really not work, it's more of a passion.
I'll tell you this, when I can get up and drive into the valley and see all this beauty and watch hot air balloons rise in the morning, and that's how I start my day, I feel real lucky.
Excellent. And from a philosophical standpoint, how do you source your vineyards? How do you pick which wines, and why do you pick the wines you pick? I
pick the wines based primarily on what I think it can be represented well in the glass, and so I try to marry what the vineyards will give me. I tend to be a little bit more of a minimalist. I'm not looking to manipulate the wines. I want to try to let the vineyard do the best job it can, and for me as a winemaker is to keep it simple and not screw that up.
So what would be areas of manipulation that you try to shy away from that other hacks are doing?
Well, I won't call them hacks. It's like cooks. Everyone's got their own technique in doing it. If I was comparing it to cooking, then I want the freshest, best ingredients, and I'll let those speak rather than put lots of things on top of them. So I try to not do too many manipulations with enzymes and tannins and other things that are probably boring to non-winemaker people.
Right.
I want the vineyard to really express itself, and I think that that's the best thing I can do.
I actually love wines like that, and I think there's too many mass-produced wines out there where the wine is identical year in and year out, and really the vineyard isn't represented well. So I'm a different person each year, the vine is a different person each year. So I think the art-science balance of just letting it be expressed without getting in the way is the challenge.